What is going on, guys? So today I got a quick video on how to maximize your FPS in CSGO. So you can see my FPS in the top left hand side, and I'm just going to show you a quick few tips on how to do it. So first things first, there's a command in the console, so just press tilde, which is the key on top of tab and next to 1. Maybe under escape on your keyboard, it's the little squiggly line. Press that, it's going to open the console, and then type in FPS max and then do 0. So this will remove all limits on your FPS, and as you can see now my frame rate is much higher in the main menu. Okay, now it's dipped, but you know, there was no limit on it, so now there's all reins are off on my graphics card and it's pumping out at max capability. But now I'm going to show you some settings that might increase your FPS as well. So open the settings menu here and then go to, obviously on video, go to video here, and you can scroll down and see some settings. So first things first, I recommend being in full screen mode. If you are in windowed mode, that's going to really drain your FPS. The computer just does a much better job of running the game in full screen mode. When it's windowed, you can access other programs and it's just not as smooth, right? Resolution, so the lower the resolution you select, the higher your frame rate will be. If your computer is more beefy and can handle some nicer resolution, the game will look better for you, right? So it's a trade-off, but that is a huge impact. So if you can't run it at 1080p, which is what this is, I strongly recommend 1280 by 720. It still looks fine enough to play. Like, I've played it on my laptop like this and it's been perfectly fine. It's just 720p, so it's not going to be beautiful, you know? And then if you keep scrolling down, you'll find some more things here. So you obviously can set these to low, very low, or whatever you want, and that will definitely increase your FPS, but it won't increase it as much as lowering the resolution will. So lowering those, obviously, boost player contrast. I'm not actually sure what this one does. Okay, so if you just hover over some of these, it'll tell you if it can degrade and make it better, right? So if you enable boost player contrast, it's going to degrade graphics performance. So obviously disabling this will increase your graphics or increase your FPS. So things like that, right? Like texture filtering mode. If you choose the lowest one here, it's going to increase your FPS as well. But you know what? Like some of these things, you don't have to change as much. So one important thing here, though, I will say is wait for vertical sync. So this will try and sync your FPS to your monitor's maximum capability. Now that's good for some games that aren't first-person shooters that aren't competitive, but in this game you want the most FPS you can get, so there's as little lag as possible. If you do vertical sync, that means that it'll be locked at 60 FPS if your monitor's max, if it's a 60 hertz monitor. If it's a 144 hertz, it's going to be locked at 144 FPS, but there will be a delay because it'll match one frame to one frame for the monitor. So there'll be not 1 second, but there'll be a little bit of a delay, and you don't want that in CSGO. So I recommend turning this guy off. Like, literally do not have this one on. So those are just some high-level tips, some quick tips on how to increase your FPS in CSGO. Hopefully you guys found this quick video helpful. If you did, please drop a like, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys.